Hello and welcome to episode 7, midweek episode as well, where you're going to follow me on my journey to Bergen Marathon 2026, and it's Wednesday, so we are doing the interval session, which I kind of get all my information from my training plan via with Chatgpt, where I use the information also from Lee Granthams' YouTube channels and how he does his structures, his events and all of that lot. So we just kind of do all of that, punch it in, talk to Chatgpt, and I'll just get all my details and data readings from that. So it's actually week 10 of my marathon training session or training plan and that, so it's a bit of a consolidation block or week where I'm going to be doing the same stuff as last week basically this week. So my interval session today is 5 times 7 minutes. I'm just off out now to meet the group I run with on a Wednesday. They have another plan, so again I'll just do the warm up with them and then do my bit and that, you know, like I said, it's my training plan that I need to follow because it's going to be my race. So nice to meet up with them. You do a bit of a warm up, but it's important for me to follow my structure and that. So yeah, bit of a wet one tonight. It has stopped raining now, so that's good. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, it's going to be 5 times 7 minutes, 1 minute in between, kind of getting up to 165 beats per minute on the last rep and that. So we're going from about, what was it, 155. The data will be there, I'll put it on the screen, but it's the same as last week anyway. I know if I'm going too hard then my watch will beep, so that's kind of generally how I do it. I, you know, plug in the session into my watch and then just do the work, take all the guesswork out of it, so I don't have to look down at my watch either. It just beeps when I need it to, or when I'm doing something wrong. So yeah, we'll leave it there then. I'll get the run done and I'll catch you guys after. So yeah, that was my session from yesterday. It's now Thursday. I won't lie. I mean, when I was going out yesterday, the weather was kind of awful. And I was kind of quite tired from work, to be honest. And I was just like, do I really want to do this? But I know how important it is. So I was like, right, fine. You know, just get out there. The hardest thing sometimes is getting out the front door. As soon as you're out the front door, you're away, and it just works. So I did the session, and then the reason why it's Thursday now is I got home, and I think it was because of the day as well. I mean, I've done a long day at work, and I kind of, although my body battery was good, and you know, the Garmin was happy with all of that lot, by the time I got home from work to get ready to go out, it pretty drained. So I was kind of almost going out on empty. So to do kind of 5 times 7 minutes was a bit of a tough one. And I think it shows a little bit in my BPM on some of the runs on the actual splits and that. But yeah, by the time I got home from all of that, I was pretty shattered, I'm not going to lie. But I knew I couldn't kind of go to sleep straight away because my body just needs to wind down a little bit. Otherwise, you're just going to have a crazy non-existent sleep as your body's kind of twitching about or whatever. I mean, your body's still kind of functioning, but you're not wanting it to. So I always give myself at least 2 to 3 hours chill out time before kind of even thinking about hitting bed and that. So yeah, I was just literally just watching TV, just kind of near enough nodding off, to be honest. So I did no social media, and this is it now. So, but the run yesterday, yeah, I managed to stay dry, so that was quite nice. As soon as I kind of parked up the car, the weather stopped, which was quite nice. And like I said, yeah, I met up with the group, did the warm up, and they were going off to do their separate interval session, which I did join up with in the end after I did my 5 times 7 minutes, because they were doing another section of hill repeats as well, which was kind of like, I think they were doing 45 seconds up and then an hour, 1 minute 15 down, and that. So I kind of on my cool down on that part. So I just took that as a little bit of a recovery, and then I went up, but I also did it, I did 2 reps with them, but they obviously shot off and all that because they were pushing it in on their session, where I didn't want to have my session being trashed because of this. So I kind of stuck it, and I just kept it to maximum heart rate of what my intervals was. So I wouldn't go over 165 beats. So as soon as I got 165 beats, I eased off. And then, like I said, I've just come down gently down the hill, giving my quads a little bit of a workout as well, then kind of getting ready to go up again. So I did 2 of them. And I mentioned that to Chatgpt, and it kind of said, oh, we're well disciplined and structured on that. And again, not trashing the actual session that I'd done previously. And I'm prolonging kind of the recovery. So basically that was that. So, the actual session, like I said, was 5 times 7 minutes. But altogether, we ended up doing 13.8 kilometers. The average pace was 5 minutes, 57 seconds per kilometer. But and that's the whole actual kind of session, which I don't really bother about. It's the most important thing is the numbers in the actual intervals and that. So I had a minute float between each rep, and then I kind of let my heart rate come down to about 140. So normally what I would do is kind of stop and really get my breath, but now I'm kind of doing a slow jog on these floats now, and then just let the heart rate drop back down to 140, and then I kick back off again in the session and that. So that's something that's becoming new, but I like that now, that it's still a bit more of a workout and that. But then, like I say, this workout isn't there to wreck me. It's kind of aerobic threshold, so it's not kind of it's not going into my lactate threshold. It's just pushing that boundary up, and where I can push up a little bit and get that higher, so then I can maintain that for longer. And that, so basically the average BPM for the whole 5 reps, was 159. So that's obviously below my max cap of 165. And I think it was about 150 was the first one, and going up to 155 because I staggered it again like last week with having just a couple of beats over it. But I did notice in my first rep, I was kind of hitting the max BPM and kind of just staying on there. But it was like, as soon as I hit it, it wasn't a case of drastically easing back. It literally sounded off to me, 5 seconds later, in range. You're too high, in range. So it was kind of like that. So I just kept the momentum going, basically. But I do see that, like I said, I felt fatigued before I'd even left the house, kind of thing. So the numbers are a little bit slower. I'll put the numbers up there. But I remember there was 2 times last week, I think I was 5 minutes and 12 seconds per kilometer pace, but this time there was no bit like that, and they were all a little bit higher. But ChatGPT was happy. Said it was another well executed thing, and you have to remember as well, this is now coming off of a long run, a longer run, more intense long run as well. in the other quality sessions. So we're kind of progressing on fatigue legs and things like that. So it's just how my body absorbs it all and all that lot. So, I'm very happy today's and no run day. It's a nice rest and we'll just take it easy. And we just kind of go on to the next session and all that lot, which is tomorrow, which is a recovery run where, it's just going to be so slow, and I'll do that again on the treadmill, but that will all be in the next video. So that's about it, really. Not so much to kind of chat about, and like I said, I don't want to kind of just waffle on these videos as much as I do waffle on. And that, the only other run that I did was obviously Monday's treadmill recovery run. I think that was 128 beats, 129 beats. Details are over there. And all that lot. See, I don't script this. It just comes out of my head and away we go. So that was all there. It's just gentle and how it's all progressing and that, and just enjoying it. It was a great fun session yesterday, seeing the guys backwards and forwards again. Like I said before, the focus on everybody. We're just trying to be better ourselves and that. So just going to rest up well and then get ready for the next long run on Sunday, which will be the same as last Sunday's long run, as this is like a consolidation week where instead of dropping back, we're actually just doing the same. And that's everything is the same as last week, and then the week after we push on. So after Sunday we push on to the next level, hopefully, and all that lot. So yeah, please continue to follow my journey and my route to Bergen City Marathon 2026. You can see me on Instagram, Neil_a_dad_that_runs. Or, like I say, I post this twice a week at the moment. And just, get in touch and all that lot. Please click like, subscribe. It helps my channel out massively. Thank you very much. It's still a very learning process and that. And I don't, just learning lots of stuff about YouTube myself still. I know I did the other series, which was my London Marathon one, but it's all new to me. And so yeah, thanks very much, and I will speak to you all guys very soon. Bye bye.